Hi everyone, thank you for coming back to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the important days to be aware of on HARRP's weather weapons, CIA and military's MKUltra mind control programs. Okay, let's get started. Yesterday is March 5th, year 2019, which is 3535, the most significant numbers that they like. And there was a bombing in London airport. 3 package bombs, 1 explode. And again, they're doing it. So now I'm looking at the dates. Today is March 6th, so it's 666. Don't know what false flag they planned it for today. And then tomorrow, March 7th. The next few days, let's see, the next few days, then probably will have false flags planted. 777, 888, and 999. So I think Saturday is pretty significant because March 9, which means 999, and then year 2019, which means 999 also. So there are 6 nines on Saturday. And then of course next Monday, we're waiting for next Monday. And then actually next Wednesday is March 13, which is 113. And then Monday is 311. So these 2 days probably pretty much they have something planned. What a coincidence that I just did the video on Get Out and North Pole Shift Gematria. In the meaning section, there is a high park, which is pointing to London, and atomic bomb. So I think it's a coincidence that London airport has bombing yesterday. So I will keep an eye out on other gematria analysis and then make a video and let you guys know. So let's see. Again, the 21 days from Q, big things will happen. We are still in this time frame until the 20th. The 20th or the 21st is the Purim. It depends on your location. So we technically, for the next 2 weeks, we need to be careful. And then March 29th, the Friday, is a Friday, Black Friday. They really focus on Black Friday or Black Monday. So March 11th, March 11th, and then March 29th is the Brexit. And also is the sacrifice ritual for the third temple in Israel. They are preparing for it with the newborn red heifer, the little cow, baby cow. And then I think pretty much this month is on high alert because it's March. All the accumulation points happening here right now, especially in Israel and in that area. Russia is moving troops to Ukraine. I don't remember exactly how many, but I think it's approximately 10,000 troops to Ukraine. So I think that's the final. It's kind of like a chess play, right? So that's the final move for them to start the war. And so, okay, get ready, be careful, and stay safe. The following information about HARRP and CIA Also, the military is very intense. I hope you guys stay calm and think of not solutions, but think of ways to prevent some of the attacks that they have been targeted on us. So the first one is the weather weapons, EMP. Since 1999, EU already issued warnings to HARRP about their secret weather weapon programs. Also, History Channel has documentary on HARRP and other secret weapons used for electromagnetic warfare. And we are actually in danger because we all know that they will use EMP on us any day now. So just be careful. And electromagnetic weapons pack an invisible wall loop hundreds of times more powerful than the electrical current in a lightning bolt. One can blast enemy missiles out of the sky. Another could be used to blind soldiers on the battlefield. Still another to control an unruly crowd by burning the surface of their skin. That's very evil. If detonated over a large city, an electromagnetic weapon could destroy all electronics in seconds. They all use directed energy to create a powerful EMP pulse. Directed energy is such a powerful technology it could be used to heat the ionosphere, to turn weather into a weapon of war. Imagine using a flood to destroy a city, or tornadoes to decimate an approaching army in the desert. Actually, there was a tornado a few days ago in US and killed several people. If an electromagnetic pulse went off over a city, basically all the electronic things in your home would wink and go out, and they would be permanently destroyed. The military has spent a huge amount of time on weather modification as a concept for battle environments. Okay, so then the EMP weapons can cause tsunami, earthquakes, hurricanes, and etc. Manhattan Project, development of the first atomic bomb, stealth bomber, was kept top secret for many years, that the public doesn't know its full capacities. An entire city to support the project in Oak Ridge, Tennessee, was successfully kept secret even from the state's governor. And then now I will talk about the Project Bluebird, which is mind control. The collaboration between HARRP and CIA to manipulate our emotions and control our mind, influencing and controlling human emotions. One thoroughly researched book, Mind Controllers, describes an effective method of remotely influencing human emotions. With the use of powerful computers, segments of human emotions, which include anger, anxiety, sadness, fear, embarrassment, jealousy, resentment, shame, and terror, have been identified and isolated with the EEG signals as emotion signature clusters. Their relevant frequencies and amplitudes have been measured. Then the very frequency amplitude cluster is synthesized and stored on another computer. Each one of these negative emotions is properly and separately tagged. They are then placed on the silent sound carrier frequencies and could silently trigger the occurrence of the same basic emotion in another human being. HARRP's powerful broadcast capabilities. The towers only send signal, they don't receive signal. That's how evil they are. Send highly intensified frequencies on targeted location worldwide to manipulate targeted subjects into a desired emotion, such as anger, as human minds naturally entrains to strong frequencies around it. MKUltra, MKDelta, abstract of U.S. patent number 5159703, approved in 1992, over 25 years ago. A silent communication system in which non-aural carriers in the very low and or very high audio frequency range or in the adjacent ultrasonic frequency spectrum, amplitude or frequency modulated with the desired intelligence and propagated acoustically or vibrationally, or inducement into the brain, typically through the use of loudspeakers, earphones, or piezoelectric transducers. The modulated carriers may be transmitted directly in real time or may be conveniently recorded and stored on mechanical, magnetic, or optical media for delayed or repeated transmission to the listener. Listed objects of the invention in that patent. Number 1. A technique for producing a subliminal presentation which is inaudible to the listeners, yet is perceived and demodulated, decoded by the ear for use by the subconscious mind. A technique for transmitting inaudible subliminal information to the listeners at a constant high level of signal strength and on a clear band of frequencies. Number 3, a technique for producing inaudible subliminal presentations to which music or other foreground programming may be added if desired. Subliminal messages could be inserted into TV and radio waves without the awareness of the listener or viewer. A quote from the patent, number 6506148. It is therefore possible to manipulate the nervous system of a subject by posing images displayed on a nearby computer monitor or TV set. For the latter, the image posing may be embedded in the program material, or it may be overlaid by modulating a video stream. MKUltra, MKDelta, remotely influencing emotions through the use of certain wavelengths. Books Bluebird by Colin Ross and The Mind Controllers by Armand Victoria, and A Nation Betrayed by Carol Russ on July 26, 1983, Memorandum 4, Director of Central Intelligence from CIA Inspector General. The concepts involved in manipulating behavior are found by many people both within and outside the agency CIA to be distasteful and unethical. Nevertheless, there have been major accomplishments both in research and operational employment. Over the 10-year life of the program, many additional avenues to the control of human behavior have been designated under the MKUltra Charter, including radiation, electroshock, and harassment substances. Some activities raise questions of legality. A final phase of the testing places the rights and interests of U.S. Citizens in jeopardy. Technical Services Division initiated a program for covert testing of materials on unwitting U.S. citizens in 1955. TSD has pursued a philosophy of minimum documentation in keeping with the high sensitivity of the projects. Some files contained little or no data at all. There are just two individuals in TSD who have full knowledge of the MKUltra program. MKDelta and Artichoke, chemical and biological mind control weapons, LSD, electronic implants, and non-lethal weapons. MKUltra, diligent use of the Freedom of Information Act, controlling the way people think and act. In 1977, 16,000 pages of documents were found, held as part of the agency's financial history. The operational wing of MKUltra, known as MKDelta, had as its mission to find out how to use chemical and biological weapon ingredients to alter the human mind. Originally established as a supplementary funding mechanism to the Artichoke project, MKUltra quickly grew into a mammoth undertaking that outflanked earlier mind control initiatives. LSD tests. From 1950 until the 1970s, CIA collaborated with U.S. Army to conduct LSD and other chemical tests on humans. Army doctors were actively involved in LSD testing on children as young as 5 years old, and brain electrodes were implanted in children as young as 11 years of age. 4 of the CIA's MKUltra sub-projects were on children. Mind control doctors included presidents of the American Psychiatric Association and psychiatrists who received full-page obituaries in the American Journal of Psychiatry. Responsibility for the unethical experimentation lies first with the individual doctors, but also collectively with the medical profession and with academia as a whole. CIA military's mind control programs. In 1977, an important MKUltra administrator was taken before a Senate hearing to answer important questions about CIA mind control projects. He revealed that the CIA had indeed funded a series of such operations. The programs were code-named UK Ultra, UK Action, UK Naomi, Artichoke, and Bluebird, which involved people being used as guinea pigs in mind experiments. Many subjects lost their sanity and at least 2 people died. MKUltra involved the use of drugs, sensory deprivation, religious cults, microwaves, psychological conditioning, psychosurgery, brain implants, and other areas of research, all funded through the black budget. However, from 1950s to 1962, most of the original records, documents, and research papers were deliberately destroyed. I just mentioned a few key points from the projects and the programs. So there are a few websites links right here. Please go through the links. The information very important because I cannot cover everything. It's impossible. So if you go to the websites and you will find all the details. It's very disgusting that they use all these mind control weapons and weather weapons to either destroy us or control us. So all these years, that's why a lot of people have mental problems and a lot of storms and hurricanes, etc., to destroy the areas. So I hope you can find some time to read through all the information. It's very important. If we know the truth, we can at least protect ourselves. Hopefully, that's enough information for you to brainstorm and do your own research online, in addition to my information that I have provided to you. And in the next video, I think I will go through some important details from the world news that Pastor Tim and Pastor Paul have mentioned the past few days. And also, Spongy Pan too, he has done a few videos lately that also very significant. So I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you.